Hey, how's it going, everybody? Marcus here with MGN Sports, and in this video we are going to be doing a little Oilers mid-season recap, as it is the All-Star break right now. You guys, Oilers just finished up their last game on Saturday versus the Nashville Predators to get their 16th victory in a row. Got 10 days off. Obviously been off for a few days already. I believe we don't play Vegas until next Wednesday, so still got another week to go here before we're back in action. So I thought it'd be fun just to come out with, like I said, a little mid-season recap, kind of look at how things started at the beginning of the season and compare them to how things are going now for this Oilers club, as we've obviously had a major turnaround and things are looking up for this squad majorly, which you gotta love to see, you guys. Obviously started out the season not very good in that first game, losing 8-1 to Vancouver. Had all of us kind of sitting on the edge of our seats there wondering what was going to happen. As we continued to fall down in the standings, the Oilers started off the season with a 5-12-1 record, 30th ranked team in the league in the standings when we started off this season, so it was not a very good start whatsoever for a team that had championship aspirations from the start of the get-go here. Obviously, the coaching change was a huge one for us. Seems like the team kind of lost their way a little bit under head coach Jay Woodcroft there. And the defense wasn't playing very good at all. We were allowing a lot of goals per game. We weren't scoring at a high clip. The goaltending flip-flop situation between Campbell and Skinner just was not working out. It just did not allow either of the goaltenders to really gain any confidence when you're kind of flip-flopping them each and every game, not allowing them to kind of get their rhythm and flow in the net there. And since then, you guys, obviously November 12th, we decided to let go of Woodcroft and our assistant coach Manson, who was, I believe, in charge of the defense there. And then we go ahead and bring in Chris Knobloch and Paul Coffey to head the operation. And those guys have done a tremendous job being able to turn it around here. I feel like Chris Knobloch makes a lot of really good on-the-fly decisions, changing up the lineups, getting certain matchups out there that seem to work out very well in the moment. And just the way that Paul Coffey has kind of revitalized the defense for us, I feel like, we're finally playing that championship quality defense that we're going to need to make a really good push into the playoffs here. So it's just been really nice hockey to watch. Definitely a different tale of the tapes, just with the way that the Oilers play comparatively now to how we were playing under Woodcroft. Like I said, we're able to win a lot more 2-1 games, 3-1 games, and allow our defense to carry us to the victories here in our goaltending, instead of having to rely on McDavid and Draisaitl to have multi-point nights every other night to be able to win games here. Secondary scoring stepped up a lot as well during this winning streak, so it's been nice to see just the whole team pitching in every faucet. It's not like McDavid and Draisaitl are at the top of the league in points right now. They're down in the standings a little bit. They're obviously still some of the best players on the planet at this point in time, but both of them even said too, like they would happily rather lift a cup than any of the other hardware at the end of the season. And I don't blame them. They've already won so many other trophies and awards over the years here. It's time that we take that next step as a squad and go and get that championship. And I finally feel like the team is going in the right direction where we may be able to actually do that this year, you guys. I just thought we'll kind of look at how it's going now versus how it started. Looking at some of the stat lines from the start of the season, you guys, Oilers were only averaging 2.69 goals per game at the start of the season, as well as allowing 3.92 goals against at the start of the season as well, so not very good numbers there. Also for our power play, we're only averaging 23.9% on the power play through those first few weeks, and 70% on the penalty kill. And then if you go ahead and look at the numbers now, you guys, a drastic improvement from this squad under the new coaching regime here, averaging 3.51 goals per game comparatively to that 2.69 at the start of the season. We are now up to 4th in the league in the goals per game with the 3.51 clip. So a big time improvement there, which is nice to see. Obviously on the defensive side as well, we're only allowing 2.76 goals against, which is good for 8th in the league. So definitely a big time improvement as well from the 3.92 goals against allowed at the start of the season, you guys. Power plays also improved to 27.1%, which is good for 4th in the league. That's up from that 23.9% that was through those first few weeks of the season there. And then same thing with the penalty kill, you guys. Were 83% on the penalty kill as of right now, where we were 70% before, and right now we're sitting at 5th in the league on the PK. So you got to love to see the improvements across the board from this team offensively and defensively. The team's just playing much more together. Like I said, the coaches are making those smooth adjustments on the fly, as well as just having the defense playing at a high caliber level, which is nice to see. Obviously going on that crazy 16-game win streak that is still on the go here. Has just been wonderful to watch. Nice to see this club playing to their potential. Did have that 8-game winning streak as well once Knobloch got signed there and started head coaching the team. and just had an outstanding record, you guys, over our last 27 games here going into the All-Star break. We're 24-3 during that stretch. So it's just been outstanding hockey from top to bottom throughout this organization, and you got to love to see it. Obviously, big news as well. A couple weeks ago, we signed Corey Perry. So he's going to be more active moving forward. He finally played his first game there on Saturday against Nashville. Had a pretty decent performance there. Never got any points on the board, but just played solid hockey. Did a really nice job on that third line with those two young guns, McLeod and Holloway. And really looking forward to see how he can contribute to the team for the rest of the season here. I think we're really primed up for a good second half run as long as we can keep the ball rolling in the right direction, you guys. We got Vegas coming out of the gate next Wednesday. That's going to be a huge divisional matchup. Hopefully the Oilers can hang on and continue on for that 17th win in a row. I would love to see these guys get into the 20s, man, or even if they can just break that record. I think the record is 17 games. So if they could tie that and then break that with an 18th win would just be wonderful to see. This Oilers team do it, and I definitely think we can with the way that we've been playing lately. We just can't come out with a little bit of complacent mentality out of this 10-day break. We still got to be coming firing on all cylinders, and I think we'll be just fine, you guys. Just before we round out this video as well here, I thought we'd go through the standings in this one, just kind of take a look at where the Oilers are right now in the standings comparatively to some of the other teams in the Western Conference here. So right now the Oilers are sitting third in the Pacific Division, you guys, with 59 points and 45 games played. Vegas is sitting in second place right now with 64 points and 50 games played, and Vancouver's holding on to that first spot in the Pacific Division with 71 points and 49 games. They've had an outstanding first half of their season. Vegas has kind of fallen apart a little bit lately. We're right up there with Vancouver at the get-go of the season there, and they've kind of come back down to earth a little bit. Same thing with the Los Angeles Kings. They've fallen off a complete cliff as of late. They've only got 54 points in 47 games. They were quite a ways ahead of the Oilers there, a few weeks ago. Now the Oilers have passed them for that third spot in the division, which is nice to see. We also got the St. Louis Blues right now are holding on to that final wildcard spot with 54 points in 48 games. They are playing tonight right now, so that could change as I am filming this video during that game. But nonetheless, man, you got to love to see the Oilers have climbed up the standings here. One thing that you also got to like to see is that we do have some games in hand on these teams. We've only played 45 games total. Like I said, Vegas already has 50, so we got 5 games in hand on them. Vancouver's played 49, so we got 4 games in hand on them as well. And the Kings have played 2 more games than us. And I think they got another one tomorrow as well. So they'll have 3 games played before us by the time we get back off this All-Star break here. So that definitely goes into the Oilers' advantage, having a few extra games under their belt to be able to keep crawling up in the standings here. But there's no way we can take our foot off the gas. It's not like we got a major lead in the standings here. We're not first in our division. You know what I mean? We still got a lot of work to do. But I think, like I said, with the way that this team has been playing, there's no doubt that I think that the Oilers can get it done and make a good push into the playoffs here. And like I said, defense wins championships. We're going to have to stay hard-nosed, grind-out defensive hockey. Stuart Skinner, if he can continue to stand on his head and play outstanding Vezina Trophy caliber hockey, then that's going to go a long ways to the Oilers' success for the last few months of this season, you guys. But yeah, it's just been really, really exciting to see as an Oilers fan. I'm sure all of us have been enjoying this 16-game winning streak. That's pretty much all I got for this video, you guys. Just thought it'd be fun to come out with a little Oilers mid-season recap, kind of talking a little bit about the team and some of the changes that have been made for us to be able to gain that success as we've moved through this season. So really excited for the second half, you guys. Would love your guys' opinion in the comments section down below. Where do you think the Oilers are going to finish off in the standings by the end of the season? And what do you think our chances are winning the Cup this year, you guys? I feel like this may be one of our better chances in the most recent future here, in the recent past. Probably the best team that I've ever seen, since I've been alive. So I'm hoping that they can really get it done this year. And like I said, just the way they've been playing that defensive hockey right now, it's the first time that I've seen this Oilers club where I'm like, damn, this defense really could carry us to a chip here, because we do got the offensive firepower to get it done if we do end up getting into a shootout game. But if we can keep a lot of these games, tight-knit and close and just continue to win those defensive battles, I think that's going to go a long ways for the Oilers having success all the way down the road, you guys. So once again, I just love your guys' opinion on everything in the comments section down below. But that pretty well wraps her up for this one, man. This is Marcus with MGM Sports signing off. Thanks for watching. Peace.